Solo fans, today I will present to you the second episode of the third season. Thank you for your great support in the last episode. Your legendary comments excite us to continue, and make sure to activate the notifications so that you do not miss the news summaries. Bless the messenger and let's start. My dear, do not forget to watch the previous episode first because the events are linked. Okay, in the first episode, we stopped at an unexpected scene. Ms. Cha visited Jin-Woo in his office and said that she wants to join his team. Will he accept her request? Let's find out. Jin-Woo allowed her to enter, offered her a drink, then asked her to explain her words. Because he does not understand why a woman with her fame will leave a giant team and join an unknown team. So she replied, "Didn't you understand what I said? I want to join your team." Jin-Woo couldn't believe it. He thought it was a prank. He asked her, "Is the president of the association the one who asked you that?" She refused. Then he asked her, "Is it reasonable for you to leave your team?" She said no. Therefore, he decided to ask her directly, without turning around. "Why do you want to join the solo play team?" She was shocked to hear the name. This is not a professional name. So he told her that this name became official, and we agreed on it, me and the vice president. So he joined Eugene. Hey, we didn't agree on anything. Jin-Woo replied, "You didn't object then. That's why I thought your silence was consistent." And he felt embarrassed. But he decided to focus on Ms. Cha to know her intentions. Her coming in this way is not normal. She was trying to act calmly. But Ji-Woo knows that she is nervous and shows the opposite. And this made her more nervous. Then he asked her, "How much is your contract?" "It's not over yet." She told him that she has enough money to pay for the termination of the contract. Ji-Woo doesn't understand what this woman wants exactly. She is ready to lose money and fame just to join them. So he told her, "Our association doesn't have the resources to compensate you, and we can't pay the same salary." So she told him, "I don't care about that." So he asked her, "Why are you doing all this for joining us? There is no gain with us." So she was on the verge of telling him the truth, but she withdrew and said that he wouldn't believe her, and he will call her crazy. Everything started that day, when Ji-Woo passed by her. His smell was beautiful. On the contrary of all fishermen, they were full of the smell of tuna. And since that day, she couldn't get him out of her head. In the beginning, she tried to collect information about him with curiosity. And day after day, meeting after meeting, her attraction to him was increasing. And when she was on the verge of death against the pirouette, she wished she could get another chance to express her feelings to Jin-Woo. She thought she was going to die, but she survived. And the manager told her that Song Jin was the one who saved her. So she was more surprised by it. And she said that her last wish would be death for Jin-Woo. This is what she wanted to say. This is the reason for her desire to join his association. But when she was in front of him, she didn't dare to say it. She felt embarrassed. Her face turned red. Ji-Woo understood from her reaction that she was hiding something from him. The fisherwoman refused to talk, perhaps to keep her calm. So she asked her again, "Won't you answer me?" So she told him, "I'm looking for peace. I want to live comfortably." Eugene sympathized with her and told Ji-Woo their relationship must tire them out. Imagine with people to get this out of her. Ji-Woo believed her after thinking about it, that being a fisherman is a difficult task. But she refused to accept it directly, and said that there was a test that she had to pass first, and she had to succeed to be accepted. So she said that she didn't read anything about the test in the announcement. So he told her that it was the vice president's fault. Then he sent him to bring some light meals and drinks, to honor their guest before leaving. But she accepted to take the test. And this was contrary to what Ji-Woo expected. And he replied to her, "You have to defeat one of my monsters." So she listened to him and said, "Do you see me with this weakness, Mr. Song Jin-Woo?" But she agreed and asked him, "Which creature will you summon?" Jin-Woo got excited and said, "For you, any fisherwoman you want. I will bring their strength." Hyen felt a little pressure, but she didn't give up. She is ready to do anything to be by his side. The gymnasium is far from here. Ji-Woo thought that this is a good opportunity to see if he can move more than one person through the shadow, and he asked the fisherwoman to wait, and he told her that he knows another way to get there quickly. He approached her and hugged her. Then he used the exchange technique. The shadow merged with Ji-Woo and pulled him inside. Eugene entered at this moment, and in his light meals, to be shocked by seeing the orc soldier in front of him. The orc soldier quickly took the plate from him and ate it. He moved to the gymnasium. Ji-Woo arrived safely. The fisherwoman didn't believe what happened. They arrived here in seconds. Ji-Woo didn't say a word, and he made sure that the exchange technique It's not just changing places with his shadow. He can literally open the door and move him from one place to another. The proof of this is that he was able to move another person with him. But he needs 3 hours of rest after each move. Anyway, he didn't want to waste time here. And he told her, let's start. She remembered that she forgot to bring her weapon. He asked her, do you mean the digging tool? She felt embarrassed when she understood what he meant. And she said, no, that's not my weapon. He told her, I'm just kidding. Then she decided to check the weapon storage here. Maybe she will find something suitable. She used her card to open the door. Indeed, the storage is full of weapons. But most of these weapons are not suitable for fighting. She took her sword and told her that it was ready. He asked her, are you sure? This is not your usual weapon. She replied that this is not important, and that the fisherman has a duty to adapt to any situation. Jin-Woo decided not to question her, and he called Idris. He told her that this is the strongest sword among my soldiers. She asked him how to determine the winner. He replied, either you destroy it and win, or you announce your surrender and lose. He said to himself, I promised her that I would summon the strongest shadow, but I'm afraid she'll be shocked when she sees Pyro. The fisherman was ready to face her, but she was far away from him. That's why he had an idea. To increase the difficulty of the confrontation, he asked her to turn around for a moment, and he took out of his safe the Demon King's sword, the strongest sword he had, to be used by Idris. Then he told her that everything was ready, and he gave them the signal to start fighting. Idris raised the sword, and he was the first to attack. He pointed the sword and fired a lightning storm towards it. It destroyed the earth, but Hyan avoided it easily. Jin-Woo admitted her speed, and he said that this attack was really strong, and just a scratch from it was enough to kill a normal person. The fisherman was not satisfied with the defense, and she attacked him, and there was a strong clash between them. Meanwhile, the president of the Fishermen's Association appears in his office, which is located on the top floor of that building. Then he suddenly felt a strong wind coming from it. He looked out of the window, and he realized that this energy was coming from the training hall. But he didn't know who was there, because there were no boarders today. So he called the surveillance room, and he asked them to move the cat to his room. So Jin-Woo and the fisherman saw each other. He didn't expect them to be friends. So he remembered when Hyan woke up after attacking Yiyo. The first thing she asked him was, did Jin-Woo come? So he smiled and said, I didn't realize that at that time. Then he called the assistant, and he asked him to turn off all the cameras in the training hall. In this way, he expresses his respect for Jin-Woo and respects his privacy. Then the office suddenly shook. These are side effects of that battle. In the training hall, Jin-Woo appeared shocked, because Ijaristan has the strongest soldiers. The fisherman asked him, is it true that the Black Knight is the strongest of your soldiers? I don't think so. I hope you're their strongest. Jin-Woo replied seriously, you may be mistaken. So she told him, no problem, because I want to fight him again. Jin-Woo was shocked by this, because she knew that Pyro was his property. And she asked her, how did you know? So she told him that she saw everything in the clips that were recorded on Yiyo Island. So he agreed, and he called his name to appear. The fisherman's body shivered, but she didn't lose her focus. Pyro appeared, and the hall away from her was completely different from Idris. Jin-Woo asked her for the last time, are you sure of your decision? Then Pyro told her, defeat her, but don't hurt her. So he answered her, yes, sir. And as usual, before any fight begins, Pyro shouts loudly, to prove his superiority and frighten his opponent. Literally, the training halls were destroyed, and darkness fell. The fisherman was amazed by his strength, and amazed more than Jin-Woo, because he was able to defeat this creature alone. Pyro took out his sword. Jin-Woo ordered him to hide it, and he reminded him of his first order, and he told him, if you hurt her, I will punish you. So he hid it immediately and said, as you wish, sir. The fisherman noticed that he was not paying attention, and she decided to take advantage of the opportunity to attack. But before she could move, the monster was behind her. She felt that what happened the last time would happen again. That's why she attacked quickly before he hit her. So Pyro stopped the sword easily, and he was thinking about how he would defeat her without hurting her. So he came up with an idea. It will show her the huge difference between her and him. To lose the desire to fight, she tried to hit him with the sword. So Pyro was satisfied with avoiding her attacks. She tried to hit him in more than one place, but without benefit, and Pyro began to enjoy playing with her. As for her, she was shocked by what was happening. So Pyro did not move from his place until now. He looked at her directly, He literally smelled the smell of death coming from her. Pyro opened his mouth, and he fired a terrifying blow. He pushed her back. Ji-woo approached her and asked her, "Does this please you?" For her, the battle was defeated, but she is still insistent on fighting. She does not want to give up. Jin-woo does not understand the reason for this insistence. He knows that she realizes the difference in strength between them. So why don't you give up? Pyro is special and not like the rest of the Daleks. He has a great intelligence and a terrifying instinct. It makes him the best weapon to kill. And now he is about to kill Cha. And he is afraid that she will act in a delusional way and behave. Pyro felt that Cha was thinking about defeating him. And he did not accept this insult. He told her, "Do you dare?" And before he could finish the sentence, he attacked her. He bled to death, forgetting to warn his master. But she succeeded in avoiding him and retreated to the back. Pyro's anger became greater. He does not like to appear weak in front of his king. Hein decided to use her strongest skill, and she attacked him with a headshot. Pyro simply stopped the sword in his hand and broke it. Despite this, Cha still had a chance. She used her magical power and restored the shape of the sword. Pyro was not surprised and succeeded in attacking him. Jin-woo was shocked, not because he was afraid of him, but because he was afraid of her. Pyro, feeling the danger, immediately moved to the execution, and he will kill the source of the danger without hesitation. She was sent from her in a terrifying, destructive state, and he was ready to crush her. Jin-woo ordered him to stop, but Pyro did not respond to the order, and he was literally on the verge of beheading her. But at the last moment, Jin-woo intervened, and he stopped him himself. For the second time, Cha escaped death. Jin-woo told him, "Didn't I order you to stop?" Pyro realized that he had made a big mistake. He immediately retreated from there. He bent down in front of him, and he began to ask for mercy from her. He apologized for his mistake. He was literally trembling with fear. Jin-woo realized that Pyro's behavior was intentional, because he was protecting his master against anything else. But the orders were also a big mistake. That's why he was confused whether to punish him or not. Then he looked at Hyen and asked her, "Why are you pushing yourself to this extent? There is no need to exaggerate to join us. This is just a test to get into a position we don't even have a name for. The order does not deserve to endanger your life for it. Tell me, why are you doing all this? Or will you refuse to answer again? Are you interested in me?" Hyen continued to look down without saying a word. Jin-woo could not understand what she was thinking about, and he lost hope of getting an answer. Suddenly, Cha said, "Yes, I think so." She said these words, and her cheeks turned red. The scene moves to the fisherman's office in America. Norma and Michael apologized for their failure to convince Song Jin-Woo. "This is the one in front of you called David. He is the manager." He asked them to explain what happened in Korea. Michael spoke and said, "According to Norma, Song Jin-Woo is one of the kings." This news shocked David, and he asked him, "Do you mean that he is one of the international ranks?" Norma told him that the situation of that fisherman is complicated. Usually, the fighters get their strength from a place called the other side, and the amount of this strength varies from person to person, and it appears in a bright light inside them. And these people are called kings. But for Jin-woo, there is only darkness inside him. What does it mean that he is the master of darkness personally, and not just a person who takes strength from that side? David asked her, "Do you mean that evil controls that fisherman?" She replied, "I'm not talking to you about good or bad people. I'm talking about the source of his strength. Song Jin-woo doesn't take his strength from anyone, so the source of that strength is inside him." Michael continued and said, "It means that he has no limits." Norma confirmed that. David thanked her for the clarification and left the office. Michael asked him, "Where are you going, manager?" He replied, "I'm going to level 24B. Follow me." The two men went to the elevator. He went in and the elevator moved down. The manager was frustrated because they didn't succeed in bringing Jin-woo. But he doesn't stop giving up. He will try to convince him in all possible ways. Then he asked her, "Do you remember the first gate of the Rotten Gate that appeared to us?" Michael replied, "Yes, the western part of the country has been destroyed. How can I forget it? We have gathered the strongest fishermen at that time, and we spent a lot of money to recruit them. Only 5 of them survived, and that was the first time the international classification would appear in it. Those 5 were ranked internationally, because they succeeded in defeating the dragon Kamesh, who killed a large number of the strongest fishermen. They entered the long corridor. The manager told him, "Do you know that that monster left a gift behind him?" He opened the door and entered. Michael was astonished when he saw what was inside. This magical thread was taken from the body of the dragon Kamesh. 8 years have passed, and no one has been able to withstand his strength and use it as a weapon. That's why I'm staying here until someone who can carry him appears. And he also keeps the dragon's body there. The scene moves to Korea. Jin-Woo took a shower, stood in front of the mirror, and said to himself, "I've gotten longer since I woke up, but I don't think I'm handsome." He looked at his face with a smile and said, "I'm very normal. There's nothing strange about me." Then he got out of the bathroom and asked his sister for her opinion. She didn't understand what he meant, so he told her, "How do I look to you as a man? Am I handsome?" So she replied, "And where do you get this confidence? You look like a stupid person." So he thanked her in his own way. He tried to leave him alone. So he told her, "My body is stupid. Your feet will be broken." Then he told her that he would establish his own cabinet. So she replied, "Amazing. People will call you the president now." So he answered, "Yes, if everything goes as I want." And he asked her for her opinion on the name Solo Play. So she made fun of the name and told him, "You fight with your soldiers, so you're not alone." And Jin-Woo was really convinced by her words. And he started thinking about another name. So she suggested the name Ajin, which means I move forward. And she told him that this name is similar to my name, but it's written in reverse. And she asked him, "What do you think?" He said it was an acceptable name. He moved the scene to the living room. As usual, she couldn't sleep because of her thinking about Jin-Woo. She was thinking about the words she said in the practice room. She thought Jin-Woo would think she was crazy. Then she said that he saved her life. So it's normal to feel that way. Then she immediately went back to her words. And she said that this is not justified, and that if it wasn't for Byung's healing power, she wouldn't have survived. At that moment, she remembered a story, and it seemed like a dream. When she was unconscious, she saw herself in a dark place. Suddenly, he grabbed her and pulled her towards him. Byung was the shadow of the hunter, and he asked her to tell Jin-Woo to be careful. As soon as she remembered that, she felt afraid and confused. She didn't understand what Byung meant and what to be careful of. The scene moves to the Furson's headquarters. They received new news about the appearance of a strong gate, a little higher than level A, but it doesn't reach the gate of level S. That's why they're going to close it. Young-soo was worried. If they don't be careful, everyone might die inside it. Hyunhee said, "Negative rumors will spread about our headquarters if we refuse the mission." Young-soo said that people think that the gates are of the same level. It means that they are of the same level. And that's wrong. And he refused the mission. Hyunhee said, "If we refuse it, another gate will take it, and it will gain fame on our account." So he changed his mind when he heard that. But he admitted that their gate needs a hunter from level S. This is the only difference that makes them behind the other known gates. So she suggested that Urim cooperate with another gate. She said that the cost will be really high. That's why one hunter is enough for them at least. Young-soo said that this gate is difficult, and one hunter won't be enough to close the gate. And here he realized what she meant. And he asked her, "Do you mean Song Jin-Woo?" She said yes. Young-soo liked the idea, especially that Jin-Woo is a famous person, and it will increase their fame if he cooperates with them. He is also a strong person, and this will increase everyone's chances of survival. And he asked them to try to find him to communicate with him. So he suggested that Hyunhee contact him. Young-soo said that contacting him by phone will be disrespectful, and he preferred to visit him. Meanwhile, Jin-Woo appears in the office. He showed Yujin the name that his sister suggested. Yujin liked the name, and they agreed on it. And with him, he said that any name will be better than Solo Play. Then he asked her what happened yesterday with the fish. And Jin-Woo said that it was inappropriate, and he asked her to look for someone else. Yujin didn't expect this answer, because Hyunhee has all the qualities that any gate wants. However, Jin-Woo rejected her, and this made him confused. He doesn't know what exactly he will look for. So Ji-Woo answered, "I want someone who has a fishing license." Confident. And the most important thing is that he is not interested in fishing or going out in caves. Yujin started to think. And the door is the way. Ji-Woo opened the door, and he hopes that she will not be shy again. So he found in front of the employees of the Furson Club. It is clear that they are eager to smile. And Ji-Woo asks himself, what did these people bring? And here we will stop. Watch the rest of the events in the coming episodes. I love you, brothers. Goodbye.